All right, so we're going to be going over what to do if you deleted out your build, or if you just get lost, you don't know what to do to update your one build. So either case, either or, pretty much all of the above. You can do this method, but it's easier in your build. Um, let's go into the ES File Explorer and let's check this out. So in your build, you have number one, click here. But in ES File Explorer, you'll see number two, build updates. Click it. Number three, click on Freedom Build, and that date is wrong. We just been so busy we haven't changed the date. But click on three. This is when we start asking you the questions. So if you don't know what Real-to-Brid is, or you don't have a Real-to-Brid paid account, this is a really thing. That's the only thing you really need to know. So if you don't know what Real-to-Brid is, or you don't have a paid account, then just click on the option that applies for you. So if you have a Fire Stick, Node-to-Brid, Box Owner, Node-to-Brid, these are the most recent updates. Click on one of them, whatever one applies for you, and then we've got some busy work basically, so some prep work in here. So you'll see it's logical again, 1, 2, 3. If it says install, you're going to click on it and you're going to install it. You can also read the documents in here. We walk you through how to do this stuff up in here, but everywhere where you see APK, you're going to install. So let's go ahead and install Blacata. And because I already have Blacata installed already, it's going to look a little bit different, but click on it, click install, and we're going to be doing a lot of this. Scrolling to the right and click install. And I hate it, but yeah, for people that haven't been keeping up with our YouTube videos, we've come up with a bunch of shortcuts for NFL and things like that. So this is pretty much the worst case scenario right now. But scroll to the right and click open. Let's go ahead and set this up. So when you open yours up, it's gonna have a little thing that pops up eventually. Somewhere along in this step, you're gonna notice it. You have to scroll to the bottom of the list and then click continue. So click continue, and the way that you get that to light up is you scroll all the way down and then click continue. Okay? The main thing you're going to do after that is, first of all, notice that you can click on this. It's just hard to see where you are, but I'm going from notifications to online only right now, just up and down. Once you figure out where you are, click on notifications, turn it off. You'll notice that in the bottom right corner, yours is off. So what you're going to do is when you're on online only, just scroll down one time and click on it. And when mine turns white, yours is going to turn orange. It's going to be a little pop-up. You have to scroll down once again. On this one, you're going to click OK to allow it to run a VPN connection. It's not a traditional VPN. It's not going to degrade your performance. If any at all, it was like less than a megabyte, and that's on our 160 megabyte plan. So this is not going to degrade your performance. So go ahead and activate that. Let's go ahead and click the back button, and let's go to stop ad now. Click on stop ad. We want both of these. One heads up. Well, let's go ahead and get done with this. I'll give you the heads up. Scroll down to the right, click install. Scroll to the right and click install. And on this one, it's going to have a little thing that you have to scroll to the right and click continue on. So keep on clicking continue, or keep on scrolling to the right and then click continue. And you should get back to this menu right here. Okay, I'm right up in the top left corner right now. If I scroll over one time, I'm in the top right corner. The main thing is you'll notice that in your top right corner, it is white. You need to make it blue for on, so click it, and then all your icons in here will light up. That's when you know it's on, but you have to activate yours. So make sure that it's pretty self-explanatory, but if you need help, see this article right in here, because there's two different ways that it does this depending on what device you are. So click here and you would open it. And what I recommend doing for these, we'll see, I haven't set mine up, but you'll see yours is already set up. But what you'll do is take a picture of your screen when you open this up, and follow the instructions when you open up your stop ad. But worst case scenario, 1 out of 2 is good enough. Let's go ahead and back out, and let's do the main busy work. So click on the to install these shortcuts. The easy way to do this, if there's an easy way, is just long press on one of them, scroll up and to the right, and see where I am in the top right corner. Go ahead and click that to highlight them all. Scroll down to the very bottom, and then scroll over to the right. Click on more, the three-dot menu right here. Scroll down 3 times or 2 times, click on install, and a whole bunch of scrolling to the right and clicking install is going to be going on right here. So a whole bunch of busy work. If you ever get a pop-up that says whatever, just click please wait, because it's by design. We are installing everything at once, so if one of these applications is sort of being slow, it will pop up and say it's frozen. It's not frozen. Just click please wait, and then go ahead and get back to your scrolling down to the right and click install. Oh, and see how I accidentally clicked open on this? Just click the back button until you get back to the next install if you do that. But yeah, it's going to give you an option. Just click done whenever you're done. But if you accidentally open it, it's no big deal. Just click back to get right back where you were, and then continue. So I almost did it again, but I'm going to click done this time. So install, install, and then done. This is an online app store. So instead of doing this, I'm going to go ahead and back out of here. While you're doing this, I'm going to go over some of the perks of them. So when you're using these websites, you're going to notice that there's going to be, if you're using the one build, when you go into your one build, there's going to be videos below each one of these websites in the build. So make sure you're using your one icon build when you're using these websites, because you're going to click the video in blue directly below the website, watch that video, and or preferably if you have a secondary device, you can just go to our YouTube playlist. This is the playlist for the streaming sites that we recommend. You could pull it up on your tablet or your phone and go through it with us. That'd be the best way. But we're constantly learning new things about these sites. We weren't planning on rolling these out until the playoffs, but we had some issues with the apps going on. So, and there's sites for streaming movies. These are the actual sites that the developers for the add-ons use to find the videos in Kodi. But by cutting them out and just going directly to the sites themselves, you'll see that you don't have as many of those problems. Like if you have no streams available or something like that, just go directly to them. But I would say they're a plan C right now. Really, the plan A are your apps. If you haven't seen the apps recently, we've got the best apps. See our top 10 list. But you can find the top 10 list inside of your build, but also see your start guide. That's a very important site. Okay, so I went too far. Here, I'm going to go back where you are. And if you haven't finished installing those, just go ahead and pause the video right now. And whenever you're done, just unpause it. So the third step in here is to long press paste. Wherever it says paste, we're going to long press on that. And then it's going to give us these options down here to copy. So we're going to click copy. And we're going to copy it to your download folder. So you see on the left hand side, if you don't see this on your left hand side, chances are that your local section has been collapsed. So you just click here to open it up, scroll down, click on download, and you'll see mine is already in here. But what you would do is you just click paste right here, and it's going to go ahead and download that to your download folders. In the future, what you're going to do is you're going to have a my builds right here. So whenever you're using the update method inside of the build, and I'll show you that in a second, you are going to click on my builds and you're actually going to paste it in here. But right now, just go ahead and paste it in the downloads. That's perfect. So go ahead and paste it right here. Click paste. And when you're done with that, we can go ahead and pause it right here. Sorry, this is going to be a long video regardless, but go ahead and pause the video while it's doing that. And let's just say that we completely deleted out this build, okay, or this right here. The only thing that we have to do now is we have to get another one icon. It's no big deal. So we'll just, so we're on the same page, I'm just going to go ahead and clear this out, and we'll just go ahead and get this too. So worst case scenario, can't figure out how to update, want to be on the same page as me right now, just go ahead and uninstall your one icon right here. Click OK. The way you do this on the Amazon Fire TV box is you click your menu button on it. So click your home button, scroll down 4 times or 3 times. When you see your one icon, click your menu button and then click uninstall. It's going to uninstall it, and we'll all be on the same page. We'll do a fresh update and everything will be square. Alright, and the way we get that one icon back is it's actually in here. So we're going to click on the ES File Explorer one more time. Let's go to 2 build updates. Let's go to 3 freedom build. And here it is right here. So the APK, it says 1 right here. Go ahead and click on it. All right. When we open this up, so first of all, we're going to click install. Our favorite button, install. So 2 installs, and then we're going to click open on this one. And it's going to have a pop-up for us, like trying to walk us through setting up a One Nation build. This is your plan B, but sorry about the noise. Go ahead and click open, and if you accidentally hit done right there, just find the One Nation or the one icon and click on it. So it will be on your device. You just click your home button, scroll down, or if you're having a hard time finding it, long press your home button on the Amazon Fire TV, click applications, and it should be right up at the top, but if it's not, it's at the very bottom. Just scroll all the way down and scroll to the right and click on it. It's going to extract and do its thing, create some folders, and then it's going to restart sort of on its own again. But we're just sitting here letting it do its thing. There it goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll just hang out right here because we're going to stay together. It's going to do this, it's going to do that. We're just going to click the back button whenever these pop-ups come in. And if you don't have the pop-ups, no worries. It means that you didn't delete yours out. So click the back button 2 times. Now everybody's on the same page. We're going to click Programs. Click OK. Scroll down, click Program Add-ons. Scroll down, click One Nation Portal. It's going to open up the One Nation Portal. We're going to scroll down and we're going to click on One Nation Portal Maintenance. Click it. Come down here, click on Backup Restore. Scroll down, and oh yeah, there it is. So Restore Local Build. Click on it. Click Continue. So it's going to start us in a place that's really weird, really simple. So just click your select button a whole bunch of times, okay, until you can't click it anymore. Now you're on the same page with me. We're going to come down here, we're going to click External Storage, and it's in our download folder, so we're going to click on Download. And here it is, 3, paste to download. We're going to just go ahead and click on this zip file right here. It's going to go ahead, clear everything off if there's anything, but there's nothing here, so it's just installing it right now. And you'll see, so under 500 megabytes, that is slim and mean. But let's go over some of the new things. So all those websites are in your build. You click directly on the word sports, and you'll see 2 options. There's the streaming sites that are going to be at the top, and then there's going to be the HD Sports add-ons, or no, HD Sports apps. Those apps are available in the APK Time store. If you haven't seen those, the main thing is you'll want to go to our top 10 list, because we walk you through those apps. We also walk you through how to use the mouse toggle that are required for the HD apps. And once you get to your top 10 list, basically, so if you don't know what the top 10 list, see your start guide. It's on the second page, but it's basically our blog, and we update it daily with the best sources to find. The top list is going to be for movies and TV shows, and then the bottom list is going to be for sports and live TV, and then directly below that you're going to see a shopping list for you to get all the apps that we recommend out of the APK Time store. And then there's dates in there where if you're actually like a power user, you can come in there and see what we found each day. So if like boxing pay-per-view was on last night, we'll have the winner of the boxing pay-per-view, which site we like the best for streaming it. We'll walk you through each one of these apps that we find daily, or you can just see the shopping cart, basically the list of apps that we recommend that you get from APK Time. But some outstanding apps we found for movies, and some good updates for movies and TV shows for the apps. And also, yeah, see the top 2 for sports. The top one's going to be about the websites, but really they're neck and neck. It just, bounce from one to other. So if you're looking for sports, see the websites, and also see the HD apps I'm talking about from APK Time. But most importantly, go ahead and save that top 10 list as a favorite. I'll put it in the notes below this video if you can access this on YouTube, but if you're watching this inside of the build, that's not going to help you much. See your start guide to figure out, but really you can also just go to LMIR.us, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then scroll up about 3 or 4 frames and click on top 10 list, click on our YouTube playlist, go ahead and register, or what is it called? You click on subscribe in red for our YouTube. So if you click on our YouTube channels, you click on any video, you'll see subscribe in red. Click subscribe, and most importantly, click the bell icon that pops up right after you click subscribe, because what we do is we release videos daily, or not daily, but I mean whenever there's something important that comes out, and that way you'll always stay in the loop. You don't have to watch every video, but the most important thing is you won't ever end up in a situation where you're watching something that's outdated. So, for example, if you were going through trying to figure out which one of these videos to watch to update your build, it gets kind of confusing. But the easiest way to do it is just to go ahead and get the notifications. That way you'll know. You can always search your email. So you could type in "Let's Make It Right" in your email, and then we'll have all of our videos in chronological order in your inbox. You could just click on the one that applies and that is the most recent. Okay, so whenever you're in a 2-option menu for Kodi, you always click the one that is in green. We're going to click green for force close, and let's go ahead and back out. Just keep on clicking the back button until you get back. Alright, and find your one icon. If you can't find your one icon, hold your home button down, click apps, and look for it in there. It might be all the way down at the bottom. On the NVIDIA Shield, it could be all the way over to the right. You can also use your app launcher, so use App Starter or your Top TV launcher. If you use App Starter, click it. And see, it put mine all the way at the top right here, but it could be all the way down at the bottom. It'd be down here to the right. If you're using your Top TV launcher, click on it. Come down to the tic-tac-toe menu in the bottom left, click on it. It'll be in an alphabetical order, so it's going to be under the word 1, so O-N. and you would click on it right here. But I am just going to come back and just click on it right here because I know this is the right one. I've got several different ones, and I don't want to click the wrong one and be on a totally different build. That's what I did in the last video. Well, anyways, when we get to this, we just pause. It's got to do a few things. And I'm going to show you where to go in the future to update your build, where you click 1, and then you'll do the same thing we just did, but then you'll but you can do it from within your build. So we fixed the metallic air. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Whenever it's getting pretty close, I'll get you to the section. So from now on, what you're going to do is you scroll down in the LMIR section, click on Cloud Updates. And the reason why we start off at number 2 in the ES File Explorer is because if you click on 1 right here, it's going to take you, and then you're just going to click 2, 3, answer the question, which box or which update is the best for you right now. Do your busy work. If we have any busy work in here, we'll have it clearly labeled. Every time it says install, you're going to click on something, and then you're going to install whatever's there. This is to get you the best results. Here's all the websites. And when you're learning about these, I'm just going to back out now, but and see, there would be your second step. What we did was we restored. We had to go through all that work before to get inside to click restore our local build. Right now we just click on this and we click continue, but don't do it now. But but yeah, okay, so whenever you get done with your update, you wait for it 3 minutes. We even explain that, but this is where we start right here. So we're going to click on number 3. It's going to activate the top left corner for us, and what we're going to do is we're going to make this number higher by 10%. So if it says see current 163 megabytes on mine, up in the top left corner underneath the blue bar, we're going to make that number whatever it says. So if it's 60, or it'd be 66. If it's 30, 33, but just go up a little bit on that bar, and when you get to the number, just click up one time and then click select. If it ever asks you, go ahead and click the green option on this too. But okay, and then number 4, if you need help hiding, locking, or removing your adult section, click here. So if you want to lock, you would watch this video, or you would follow these instructions in here. To see that, you can also see our YouTube playlist on how to do that, but they have the videos right in here. Or if you want to go to the section and install your adult add-ons, click right here, and you just click wherever it says. So right now we have a build where you can just install 1 add-on. If you want to, you just go to your favorites in the other Kodi build, and you can do that. But if you want 10, you click right here. And if you want 20, you can go down to 20. Whatever you want, you just click on it and follow the instructions. But Arrakis is also good, so if you want 5 and 1. But the main thing is that you need to know the password for Arrakis is that. You type that in. I think it's exactly that, so you might even have to have capital A, for example. But that is that. If you have a real-to-bridge account, you will click here to pair up and go ahead and set up everything. So click here to pair your account. Click here to pair up Gaia if you have an NVIDIA Shield. But we're holding up on that just because Gaia has been having some issues. We want to make sure it's completely clean of those issues before we roll out the next update. But that is it, guys. Good work. That's how to get everything back and installed and get you on the right path, so we're all on the same on the same page going forward. See the top 10 list and help us out with that. So there's so many websites and so many apps and everything like that, we're having a hard time keeping an eye on them all. If you're using something in that top 10 list and it's not working, or if you, more importantly, if you're using something and it's not on the top 10 list, please let us know, because that's the most important thing we can do. We're focused on solutions, really. It's really easy to find things that don't work. We do it all the time. But yeah, the hard part is finding things that do work, especially during peak hours, like crazy times. But like Saturday on for college football has been tough for us really recently. Pro has not been bad, but yeah. Well, anyhow, that's it. But definitely reach out to us if you need any help at all. Be good.